My God.
It's time for the show.
Is this happening?
With your favorite co-hosts.
It is.
Eric and Nicole.
Could be worse.
We got all you need from pop culture to what's on TV.
Or
we
not.
cover every day like Long Island Strong, North Shore, South Shore, all week long.
Please stop.
So let's get started, friends, because us two got a lot to say.
You do?
We're gonna make you laugh.
They're laughing.
Put a smile on your face today.
Hello, No, Nicole, I don't do this. It's time for the show. Why are we... No.
You're doing great.
With your good friends, Eric. I'm not doing this, Nicole. This is ridiculous. I don't sing. Just start the show. Let's go. Start the show.
Fine.
Hello, Nicole. Hello.
Hello, Eric. Hello.
And welcome to Hello, Friends.
Hello, friends.
Now, that being said, we're going to redo the intro in 1 second because I have a question for everyone.
Okay.
I gotta break the wall. I need to know from the chats right now. Can you just tell me, do I sound okay right now? Like, do I have an echo for you? Do I sound weird? Or does it sound... There is an echo. That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay. So there's an echo.
And now the echo should be gone. And now the echo should be gone. Right. I'm trying to figure out, everyone, and then we're going to redo our intro. But I'm trying to figure out how to make it, like, make the audio better on the show. And I don't understand. I'm not an audio engineer. I don't understand how to make things work.
How do I sound? What's going on over here? Am I echoey or weird?
Why do you always have to copy me? I know you're not echoey or weird.
How do you know that?
Because nothing's changed with your audio when I'm changing mine.
Oh, okay, everybody says I'm good. Thanks, guys.
I know.
Okay. I don't think you were when I first connected. You sounded like you were behind a waterfall, and you're like, "Hi, Nicole. Hello." That's what was happening. It was creepy as hell.
I mean, here's the thing. I can leave my microphone like this so that I can do all of our fun stuff, like, you know.
That's so inappropriate.
However,
I heard it.
I know, but there's not noise canceling. So you're going to hear every, like, chair creak, tippity tap on the keyboard, clicking. So I don't really like it. And I don't understand why I can't marry the two things. So can I just, like, get it out of my system now? Hello, Nicole. Let's start the show. We gotta redo it right now.
Hey, Eric. That's fine with me. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. So... let me go ahead and make the show correctly audiotized. And
we're starting over.
Yeah, I mean, we're not really starting over, but we're just going to go like this. Ready? Boo-doop, ba-doop, boop, boop. And lipstick.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to do this live with all of you.
What's your scent?
Strawberry, pineapple live. L'Oreal sent it to me for Christmas. I think L'Oreal provides me with all of my chapstick.
That's cool. Mine's like a dual EOS thing. It's blue and orange. I think it's some kind of tangerine passion fruit thing. Not really sure, to be honest.
Maybe mine is too.
Can I just show something before we get started? Hold on. I'm distracted. Really quickly. I have like this Sugar Skull lip smacker. You guys know I love Sugar Skulls. Isn't that cute? And the scent is cocoa. It's cocoa, like hot chocolate. Okay. And then I have this little lip smacker of apple cider. It's a little apple cider smoothie. Not a smoothie, like a frappuccino. Isn't that cute? I think they're so cute. I love chapsticks.
Okay. No, they're good.
Okay. All right.
That might come into play later. We'll see. Okay, are we ready?
Ready.
So, for the edit, not for the edit. This is a good example because I'm not gonna go edit this whole beginning out. I am sorry, everyone. So for those of you watching this back in the future that also listen to the audio version of our shows, you'll notice all this will be missing from the audio version, but not for you. See, you got a little bonus behind the scenes. Consider this a bonus.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Mm.
Da 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 da. And hello, Nicole. Hello.
Hello, Eric. Hello.
How are you doing on this Sunday fun day?
I am having a fantabulous Sunday, to be quite honest with you. How about you?
I'm a little bit no, I'm a little bit like tired. I had surprise visitors yesterday,
Did you?
so there's that. But
I'm sure
more
they were
on that.
wonderful.
What?
I'm sure they were wonderful.
The ones I saw were. So before we get to that, I have to remind everybody to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you are watching from, because that helps support our shows. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, no,
You
TikTok, there's T words, all of those places. Following, liking, subscribing is a great way to help support, as is sharing. Now you can share and let people know that we're live, because that's the nice thing to do. Or do it at the end of the show and let people know at the end of the show. If you think that you liked it and they'll like it and then everybody likes it, then share the show. Otherwise, hellofriendspod.com. Find us live pages where you can find all of our socials to all of those places and more. I don't know why you
yes.
look stunned.
I I'm distracted, but I'm okay because my hair's bothering me. But if you're listening to the audio version, which is great because then you can't see my hair, please leave it a 5-star rating and a positive review and share it with all your fellow podcast listening pals. And like I said, be very thankful that you can't see my hair currently. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what to make of it. It is now this weird brown on top, reddish on bottom hybrid color. It's very flat. I need to dye it. I need to cut it. I need a spruce. It needs a spruce.
Do you know what one of my favorite memories is from when I was a kid?
Okay, sure.
I got this phone call from a haircut place that I guess my mom was getting her hair cut at the time. And like we had the caller ID on the phone. So it said phone call from Curl Up and Die. And I remembered being like terrified, like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Why is that person calling? But it was like the hair place, and it's called Curl Up and Die.
That's a funny name for a hair place. I don't know if I'd go there because I'd be afraid they would kill my hair. But aw, poor young you. That's traumatizing. We had to have an episode on like traumas, and stuff like that that kind of affected you and I because I have a couple that like affected the rest of my
I'm
life.
fine.
Oh, I guess I could just share it now then.
I'm sure. What was your trauma?
Mine was my mom went to bring my sister to the bus stop and I
Yeah.
was waiting by the window for her
Okay.
and I didn't know at the time because I was very, very young, but now I know a centipede like that big was on the curtain. And
Right.
I saw this thing run up the curtain with its gazillion legs. Again,
Right.
I am a child, had no idea what it was. I ran screaming across the house into my dining room, on top of the dining room table, screaming, crying. My mom comes home like a minute later and she's like, "What's wrong, Nick?" And I was like, "There's an alien on the curtain. There's an alien on the curtain." And I could not get past it. And to this day, one of my biggest fears is centipedes, and I think that's why because I just couldn't process what I was seeing, and they still freak me out. So that was a trauma, and that's why I don't like centipedes.
So what's worse, like centipede or which one's worse?
That noise is bad. But here's the thing: I don't want a bird coming in my room right now. I don't want to hear that noise again. But I also don't want a centipede crawling across me right now. So it's kind of a mix.
Okay. I agree with you. Centipedes are gross because they are multi-legged. So
Yeah,
multi-legged is gross.
and they move so fast, like a millipede. They're bigger, they're chubbier, they kind of just stroll along, they're kind of cute. Centipedes are the freakiest things I've ever seen in my life.
Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so it is time, Nicole.
It is time.
It's
Oh, the
time.
time has
The
come.
last time, what was that?
The time has come. I'm trying out my singing career, to be honest.
Okay, so number one, if anybody is gonna sing around here, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. I'm the singer. Just don't forget that.
It's
Uh,
gonna be me.
so look, the last time we were together, the
Yes.
last time we were together, there was all of this, I posted a tweet about my hand holding somebody else's hand. Whose hand is it? It's Enzo's hand. Is it someone in the Big Brother community's hand? Why are we holding hands? You're a horrible person. Why wouldn't you tell us whose hand it is? On and on and on and on and on. And then you explained about when the time is right, then you're gonna do it when the time is right. You're gonna bend it, flip it around, and do it when the time is right. I don't know where I was going with that.
I
I
don't know where
was
you're going with that either. That made me slightly uncomfortable.
gonna go with like to put the game down, flip it, and reverse it. That's where
And
I was
then
trying.
down down.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to go with it, but then it didn't work out.
Okay.
Um, so then to catch people up who might have missed it, then like the next day,
Mhm.
you revealed it to everybody.
I did because it felt right.
Okay.
I do things like I said when they feel right, when I feel like all my little stars have aligned and I'm comfortable and he's comfortable and we're both discussing it and I'm like, you know what? Well, maybe I wasn't, I hopefully I can reveal this. I will say I was more so worried about him. That was a lot of my concern. I have a big fear of like opening the floodgates. And once I
Hmm.
knew, like I said, we were both comfortable with possibly opening those floodgates, um, I knew it was the right time.
Okay, so basically, we did the show. You wanted to explain yourself, but you weren't feeling it. You finished the show, you saw your love, it flooded your basement, you felt it was the time.
I know. I think a large part of it too was in doing that show and seeing the outpouring of love and the outpouring of whenever you're ready, we support you. You don't have to tell us anything. I think that just helped reassure me that like there is a lot of love and respect and understanding, especially in the Hello Friends community. And then also from there, a lot of Hello Friends community members started guessing it and guessing it correctly. So that it's like, you know what? It's essentially out there. Most people know. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, now, uh, yeah. I saw a lot of people guessing it correctly in the comments and stuff, which I was like, okay, there were a lot of people guessing these ones correctly.
Yes.
But I guess so. I mean, what do you want to say about how you met?
Okay. So for those of you that are in the community, you very much know. But for those of our listeners that maybe don't necessarily know, um, username Lefty, but I now call him Brian. So Lefty is kind of an odd thing for me to say, to be completely honest. Brian and I met via, Eric doing these shows and, in the
I'm
chat and
sorry. I'm sorry.
yes,
Via what?
via these shows.
No, I feel like it was because of Eric.
I said, Eric, because of these shows and because
Okay. It's an interesting take on it, but go ahead.
and it's one of those things where um in doing the shows, Brian would often obviously be in the chat and we interacted, um in that way first, just kind of like during shows, question statements, back and forth. And then as time went on, more so, especially during my hangout shows, kind of like joking a lot more back and forth, like ribbing each other a lot back and forth. Um, I'm somebody, you guys know I'm on social media a lot. I check my DMs a lot. So we did start like DMing a lot, more so post All Stars. Started communicating a lot more, discussing things a lot more, um, asking more questions about like interests and stuff like that, and getting to know each other. Um, and it kind of just went from there. It went from like, I don't know, like it's hard to explain because it wasn't anything like I anticipated. Like it's odd to just like interact with someone and slowly just like more and more and more and more and more to the point
Mm.
where it's like, wow, I really like this person. So like, it just like happened.
It did just like happen. Now, I have a very important question because, like we said, you went and you posted the photos.
I did.
Okay. I really only have one. I have three kind of problems with all of this, if I'm being honest. But
Okay.
let's get to the most pertinent one right off the bat.
Okay.
Is there any way you could stop herniating people's backs? You've destroyed my back. Ha ha, no, it's not a sex joke, everyone. You were like, oh, she destroyed your back. Oh, Eric, oh, what Nicole do? No, she didn't destroy my back in sex. You know why? Because I'm gay and gross. Girls, ugh. But you know how she destroys your back? By doing this shit. That shit. Over there shit.
Listen, I've said this so many times during shows. I have very much learned about myself that my language of love, in regard to anything, friendship, relationship, whatever it may be, I am somebody who builds a connection via physical touch. So
Via hurting people.
I just love like
Hurting
hugging
people.
people. I love piggybacks. I love squeezing people. Like I don't know, I'm weird that way.
That's
So like that's
hurting
like
people.
no, I think that piggybacks are fun.
For you,
Yeah, because like I can't pick people up. I've tried. I can't. I don't think I've ever given anybody a piggyback. Yeah. Wow. I don't think I ever have.
yeah, wow, I'm not surprised.
But it's I like receiving piggybacks. This sounds really inappropriate.
All right. I see chat, is clearly on your side here. I see people say I would have never have guessed it was Lefty. Maximus' mom, Eric, is going to be the wedding planner from hell.
Oh,
Um, I'm Courtney in chat says it's so great that Eric was able to bring these two together. It's all because of him. I agree, Courtney. I agree.
so
Uh,
do you take credit for this? Do you take credit for this?
I take credit for it in the sense that I don't know that without me existing before you,
Okay.
that there would have been shows for Lefty to come to.
Hmm. Interesting.
Ergo, without me, this wouldn't be a thing.
Wow. But see, I'm a very firm believer in like fate and destiny.
Yeah.
So I think in that sense we would have found
But
each other regardless, but it was
but
fate
you don't
that
have to wonder. You did find each other because of me.
because it's fate.
Yeah. By the way,
Oh,
I
my
take credit for
bestie was part of it. You are my
I
bestie.
take I take credit for anything. Like any achievements that anyone got at any point who has ever passed through our shows is because of me, to be clear. So let's all just remember that when we really need support at this critical time
Yeah.
in keeping shows alive.
Yes.
Um, okay, we need to have a serious talk.
Okay. I'm ready.
I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't express my concerns.
Okay.
And I feel I need to do it publicly, so I back up.
Okay.
Have you considered that perhaps he's just trying to get close to you to learn my strategy in Among Us so that he's able to kill me quicker.
I mean, they do say keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Exactly.
So this could all be an anti-Eric plan. This
That's
could
what I'm
be,
saying.
but like you were
But
saying the other show, him being here takes away the hug quota from you, which is helping you.
nope. I really thought that would be a thing, but more on that later. Nope. It almost seems like it ramped up the quota. It almost seemed
No,
like you're like a cocaine addict where like you just like it's like, ooh, I could I don't know, do snort the line, but then there's a bag, and then I just want to stick my face in the bag instead. It's like, ooh, the one little bit wasn't enough. I need all of it now.
I don't
It's
want
like I have a taste thing, and now I want it all.
I don't want to stick my head in your bag.
Good. I'm just
But
saying it seems to have raised the hug quota is what I am saying.
because I love hugs. As you saw in that photo with Brian, as you saw anywhere, like I love hugs.
Hurting people.
Hugs.
I just want you to start. You need to, you know how they say like it takes 3 months to like make something a habit and then you got to like train your brain. I
Hmm.
think you need to train your brain to start learning that when you throw your arms around someone and lift your legs up and dead weight down on them and their back and neck, that what you're doing is called hurting them.
I don't dead weight. I'm very good at like weight distribution.
Nah.
Yeah.
As somebody who has been on the receiving end, nah. Not good.
Sounds so inappropriate.
So look, you're not concerned at all that he's using you in order to murder me.
No, I think he can do that with or without me. I think he murders you.
No, he really can't. He can. I'm the one that always kills him first. Rarely he'll do it on accident.
Good to know.
I always kill first.
We'll see.
And then I tell everyone I didn't kill first, and then I see if he believes me. He's dead. He can't talk.
I mean, I was gonna say we'll see, but then again, I'm always the one that kills him first as well.
I know everyone kills him first, so it's like, "Ugh."
That's messed up. No, it's
I'm
good to
not
know.
kidding. We all kill Lefty first, and Among Us, this is all his plan to learn our strategies to take us out one by one.
I'm not that difficult to take out. I'm not that good at
But
Among Us stuff.
to be clear, I don't mean in the game. I mean in real life.
Oh my god, that's not funny.
True or false, Nicole? Has there been a game of Among Us since you've been together?
There has not that I played it.
There has not. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Not that I don't know if you guys played it without me. Not that I partook.
Mm,
Not in which I partook.
mm. You can partake all you want. Okay. Um. Okay.
Okay. What?
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 You talk.
I talk. Okay. I guess what I will say is just in general, as I said, some of you know him as Lefty, but I call him Brian. Brian is somebody who gets me and gets the mess that is all this. Um, has a great sense of humor, as a lot of you have seen in the chat. And that's him 100%. That's him in real life. That's him in a group setting. That's him one on one. He's very consistent. He's very funny. And he's amazing.
He is amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I thought, you are someone who loves a quiz.
I do love a quiz.
You love a quiz. So I thought that I could quiz you on a few things right now.
Okay.
to find out how great your love is. What?
What are you doing?
Gonna quiz you on things.
Okay.
Now, I do see that Lefty is watching live over on Twitch, so he can feel free to correct any of these or not.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's Lefty's favorite color?
Green.
I agree. What's Lefty's favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. What is the name of Lefty's childhood best friend?
Bob.
Hmm. What is Lefty's favorite meal?
Like of the day or food wise?
I'm sorry, what?
Like of the day or like food wise?
What
Tacos.
does of the day mean?
Like breakfast, lunch, dinner.
You have multiple favorites?
No, I'm saying like what's your like for me, my favorite meal is breakfast. My favorite food is sushi.
Oh, okay, sure. What's his favorite meal of the day?
Dinner.
Nope. I mean, you have the chat in front of you, and I even stalled that one so that you could get help. We
Tacos.
want to guess again? What do you think his favorite meal of the day is, Nicole?
Lunch.
Maybe breakfast mixed with lunch? Like a brunch?
Tacos.
Okay, favorite meal.
Tacos.
Oh,
I'm so
favorite meal is tacos.
yeah.
You only got 3 more of these. I'm not even asking you hard ones. I'm not
Got it.
even I'm not even asking you hard ones. What is your favorite non-sexual activity to do together? That's what the question says. I swear I'm reading the question. It's your favorite activity to do together.
Go out to eat. We love eating.
Okay, you love eating. Um these questions are really What's your this is not I'm not asking you this. What is your favorite time of day to be intimate? Now, can I just ask you, do people have a time of day? Is it like, oh, we're getting close to 7 p.m. It's my intimate time? That's a
To
weird
each
question.
to each their own.
Okay, I got a few more good ones. What movie reminds you of you two?
What movie? Oh, that's
Movie or
that's
TV show?
uh Shark Tank.
Shark Tank? Shark Tank.
Yes.
Why is that? That's a good thing, but why? Are you trying to invent something? Are we going to be rich? Do you have some idea you're holding back?
Maybe. That could be.
Okay, weird. Um, when is the last wait. Oh, what food reminds you of them?
Tacos.
Tacos
Yes.
remind you of Lefty?
Or mozzarella sticks, but that's a new one.
Well, I think we have to get to the mozzarella stick debacle a little bit later.
Yes.
Lastly, I want to actually play a real one of these games at some point. Maybe if Lefty ever wants to come on, we can have a real fun game, and I'll get to be like the host of this.
Okay.
Um, favorite physical feature?
His of me or me of his?
You of him. He's not here.
His face.
Face.
Yes.
Okay. No, that's good. That's like a broad. You don't want to narrow it down anymore.
His eyes.
Eyes. Okay, got it. That's very specific. Like people always say eyes for me too.
Eyes. Hands down.
Yeah, no. Okay, got it. Eyes. Now look, Nicole,
Yeah.
you had a nice time
Mhm.
and he's came to visit you like last weekend,
Mhm.
came back this weekend. More
Good
on that
sign, good
soon.
sign, good sign, right? Because like, if someone comes back, like, sometimes, like, you could scare them away the first time, and they're coming back, that's a good sign.
Now, that's what I wanted to talk to you about because I was a little bit worried.
Why?
People, not just you, I am not putting this solely on you. This applies to me as well for
Okay,
different reasons. Like, people can watch you on these shows and see you on these shows and kind of think it's like one thing, one way. And then they can meet you in person and maybe you not be their cup of tea.
okay, true, true.
And same thing for me. Like people can think that I'm going to be one kind of a way and then they meet me in person and
Mhm.
they're like, "Oh, he was very like standoffish or abrasive or da 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 da." So I'm
No,
very proud of what?
I think that's no, I beg to differ about you. I think a lot of the times people misjudge you on this platform and then meet you in person, like, "Oh, damn, like, he's, like, a real, genuine, good person."
Yeah, but see, I specifically want people to think that I'm one way because of these shows. Like, I always like when people are like, I don't like the way Eric talks to this person or that person, and like, don't get that it's a joke. I'm like, that's right, stay away.
I hear that, I hear that.
I'll come for you. But then obviously, when you meet me in person, I'm not like how I am on a show because we're
Yes.
doing a show. But I think the place where most people meet me
Mhm.
is always like at an event where I'm doing 9 million things, so I don't have time to talk to them. So that's why I say I think I might come off like I try and be friendly, but it's very like, oh, it's so great to see you. I'm so sorry. I gotta just do this thing and then maybe later, but I'm sorry I don't have that. And then people are like, wow, Eric was a dick. He didn't have 2 seconds for me. But again, I mean, now Nicole's here, but back then I was,
Yes.
producer, director, videographer, in front of the camera, behind the camera, grabbing it. It's like it's just me.
Yes.
But now I got you.
Yes, who
And you do yeah?
I would argue I'm consistent on the
Mhm.
show as I am off it. I would just say, yeah, I think when you're on, you're symbolically on. Whereas like in my everyday life, I can be quieter, I can be more awkward, I can be more stuck in my own head, I can be more
But
um yeah.
but you didn't scare him away is my point, so I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Not yet, but thank you.
Thank you. So this is really great. Okay, so now just 1 second, please. Okay, so
What are you making a note of?
well, remember we have our checklist. So phase one was we, find someone. Phase two is now we have to try and get them to work for free. Okay,
True. Yes, but we're not supposed to
so
say this live. This is supposed to be like behind the scenes. Like you think he could like maybe like man social media or something?
oh, what a weird coincidence. You think we need help with social media? Who could do that, Nicole? I don't know anyone around here. Okay, I'll cut this out.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, we're executing our plan perfectly. Okay. I'm still lacking on finding someone to it. I don't know. We'll see maybe later. Um Powerwolf, Nicole,
Yes.
says, I'm happy for you too. I would have been a nervous Nelly too, Nicole. Hope the best for you both.
Thank you. It's weird because it is very nerve-wracking. Each of the steps is very nerve-wracking. Like when you're interacting with somebody in chat, and then like I mean, chat and DMs are very similar, but when you're talking to someone through DMs and then it's going to be a phone call, that's extremely nerve-wracking because like, oh my gosh, that's actually in real time voices. And then from like a phone call to FaceTime, it's very nerve-wracking because now it's like, oh crap, now they can actually see my face and see my facial expressions and see if I get bright red. So like that's like another phase. And then regardless of how close you are, meeting in person is another phase. So like that's like really nerve-wracking as well because it's like, oh my gosh, now I'm gonna physically see you, you know? So like that's like worrying. And then like as you continue, it's like, okay, now you're gonna meet people in my life. And it's every step is like a little nerve-wracking because you worry. You worry about everything. Like, obviously you two meeting is something that I was like, okay.
I um I think it's great. I think it is great to see you in love. I think it is great to see you. Well, actually, forget it, I'm not going to ask you that question.
Thank you.
I think it's great to see you hugging someone else.
Thank you. I
And
mean,
we're
you've
going to
seen me hug
direct
other people.
more of those hugs in that direction and away from me.
No, but you get different hugs. You're still my bestie, but when I haven't seen you in a very, very, very long time. Like I was doing the math last night. I haven't seen you in person since like what, January? That's like
You
two
haven't
months without my
seen
bestie.
me you haven't seen me in person since January?
Nope. We didn't see each other all of February. We didn't see each other end
I
of
mean,
January.
this is kind of like a argument for another day, really, but I mean, I think we're just I think we're just a man and a woman in this regard. I consider this seeing you. Like when you're like, oh, I haven't seen you since January. In my mind, I think we see, talk to, and
Argue.
are together almost every minute of every day.
Yeah, but that's different though. Like, yeah, I talk to you every day. That's what I say. I talk to you every day. And yeah, this is seeing you, but it's different. Physically in person is very, very different. Especially me. Again, my language of love is physical touch. So seeing you and being able like, oh my God, Eric, I can hug you. Like that's a very, very big difference.
Right.
Like when I before COVID, like would travel a lot more, which I never thought I'd say in my life, but I would see my family. I would still talk to my family, but it's different from being home where I can physically be in the same room talking to my mom, or I could hug my sister. Like it's very different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, what if my love language was to not have that?
We'd have to figure it out. We'd have to like balance it.
Okay, because my love language is not to have that. So I was just wondering what you wanted to do about that.
But you're still my bestie boo.
No, that's true. We're still bestie boos, but now you got a new lovey Lou for from your bestie boo and your lovey boo.
And now I have both of you.
Oh, and it rhymes.
Yeah.
So not where do I'm trying to think of how to ask it. Like, obviously, it's a newly beginning relationship, but also, I mean, you are able to see each other, but
Yes.
obviously, you are not super close to each other. So, are your plans now to just keep it like this and see where things go, or are you planning to move?
You're so horrible to me. No, so the first part of that statement, I will say, I know, in the grand scheme of like, formalities and formal titles and announcements, it is very like short. But the way I see it, like it's on such a strong, long foundation. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like we've, like I said, we've been interacting, talking since over a year ago. So like it
right.
is it does have that long, like, list of, like, a foundation, as, like, at the base, but, currently, like you said, he came out here last weekend, he came out here again this weekend. We're just gonna, uh, keep it
To
alternating and see where it goes.
To be fair, I'm not sure that he necessarily came out here this weekend for you, and I don't want to add any drama into your relationship this early on. I know the gay friends often are known to interject drama into relationships, but
Okay.
I just want you to know that I heard he was out here this weekend for a guy and just happened to work you in.
Okay, so which guy are you referencing, yourself, or does the person have 2 initials?
The person has 2 initials, was not
Okay,
here for me, I wouldn't do that to you.
well, the person with 2 initials is not from Long Island, so
Yeah.
them venturing out
So
here is proof.
what is he running from?
What is he running to? He's running to his lovey Lou.
Or he's from New Jersey and committed a crime and is trying to get away.
That could be the other one, yeah.
Because there's more surveillance on the weekends.
Yeah, there's more surveillance on Long Island with all our cameras and stuff,
I think there might be cameras everywhere.
blinking lights and stuff.
Although it is interesting that if you had a birthday and you wanted to celebrate it, that you'd be like, God, anywhere but the state, but whatever.
That's how you celebrate. You get it the hell out of there.
I saw somebody ask in chat, I think actually maybe it was JP or maybe it was maybe 420, say, is there any, are you, I forget how they worded it, are you at the point of your talking to each other now where you have like inside jokes or like nickname? Oh, do you have nicknames for each other?
Um, we do. Uh, I mean, I'm like looking at chat. That's up to him if he wants to share his of me. I'm not really like a
Oh
nickname
my God.
person per se. I'm more of like a title person.
Hmm.
Does that make sense? So like obviously like babe and stuff like that is like a natural flow of a sentence. Like that just comes out. Um,
Oh my God.
what?
Are you literally telling me that you're like, hey, babe, you're
Maybe.
a babe person? No, that's fine if that's your thing.
I don't know. You know what? Okay, let me rephrase. And I'll just be honest. I'm being very open right now. I am better one on one than I am in a group setting currently. So like in regard to like group setting, like I don't think I've said babe, but like one on one, yes.
I don't think
So,
you said babe because I would have instantly like, that would have like sent my like sonar up.
exactly. So yeah,
So meaning privately it can be like a babe, but you wouldn't be like in the supermarket like, hey, babe, can you throw me that apple?
in the future, yes.
Okay. I mean, chat seems to be agreeing with you. Denise M says babe is perfectly fine. Um, I don't know. I always think it's weird to be like babe, but that's me, and I realize I
No,
have my own issues and demons.
no, I'll be honest. Like I think the best way for me to put it is, as somebody who hasn't, I won't even say been in a lot of relationships, but hasn't been openly talking about a lot of relationships. Like I've only been in this realm for like what, a year, 2 years. Um, for me, like if you asked Nicole like 6, 7 years ago, I'd be like, ew, that's fucking weird. You wouldn't say that kind of stuff to somebody. You wouldn't use pet names and titles. But it's very like it's kind of like the Big Brother house. It's very different when you're in it. When you're in it with the right person, it makes sense to say it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So maybe other relationships, I'd be like, yeah, I don't say that. That's really weird. Why would I say that? But it's because that relationship wasn't like that, or it wasn't to that extent, or it didn't feel right. Like I say, I always go with like my heart and everything. So I think where I'm at right now, he is somebody that I feel that way about. That's why I don't feel like, oh, that's weird to say it.
Okay, no, I mean, it's fine. It's clearly like a me trigger. I don't know why it's a me trigger. It's a me trigger.
I'm sorry about that.
And I don't mean specifically babe. I mean like anything. Like if people are in public and they're like, Snooky Bookie Poo,
No.
do you wanna
Here's the thing. I've worked at a preschool. No, 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 no. When it comes to like baby talk and Pookie Bear, Pookie Boogie Boo, no. Kitty Boo Boo, no, 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 no.
Oh, kitty boo boo.
It's weird.
Eric met his hubs in pleather pants. I'm sure he said babe too. I do not. I do not.
Hmm?
I call my hubs honey bun.
But you say
No.
like hubs or husband, like I don't know if that's something I would say. You know, it's like it's you see, I don't know, it's kind of like when you get there, you see.
I I say hubs for a very specific
Yes.
reason. But yeah, no, I don't feel we have nicknames for each other. I mean, he's like asshole. There's my fucking food, dick. So like maybe asshole, dick.
But that's the thing. As somebody who, contrary to recent articles, I've never been married, so I don't know what my title for a husband would be. I don't know if it would be his name. I don't know if it would be Hubs. I don't know if it would be, I don't know.
Would you oh my god, my brain just fired like six things at once.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay. So I think it was Courtney who let me know this that Nicole Frenzel
Okay.
got married and now she is Nicole A.
We're both Nicole A currently, yes.
You are now both currently Nicole A. But if you got married to Lefty, then you would become Nicole F.
I would.
So you both switched your things. But that would lead me to my question. Have you ever thought about if you got, and this isn't about, Lefty, just in general. I don't think I ever had a reason to ask you this question before. Would you ever get rid of your last name? Or are you someone that's like, no, I would not get rid of my last name? Because it ends with you if you don't.
Yep. And then I know you and I had this conversation like in the past in regards to like weddings and marriages and stuff. Personally, in again, my never having been engaged or thought about marriage or married brain, I always said like, oh, I definitely hyphenate because like you said, my family has all daughters. We have no sons. There's really no boys in the family. So like the Anthony name would just kind of like that's it. So I have always said like I would like to hyphenate just to keep the name alive. However, like in being more in it in conversations and stuff, you start to see more about stop. You start to see more about like if a junior were to come into the picture. Like so you start to think about more so all of that stuff. And again, now that I am in a relationship, I don't know, you start to view it more as like if and when that comes, what would be the best option approach. Does that make sense? So like single Nicole was like, fuck yeah, I want it hyphenated, but it's different when you have a discussion with the person you're with. Does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yes.
I was laughing because Robin in chat said, so if you hyphenated, then all of your initials are AF. So it would be Nicole AF, Lefty AF,
And
your
what's even
kid's
better,
name AF. That's amazing
and
marketing.
and my middle names are MF. So I'm Nicole motherfucking as fuck.
Would be great.
Got some badass initials.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, that I feel like that is marketing gold. I would totally, totally 100% go along with that.
Because people always say that, like you're Nicole, mother F and Anthony, MF Anthony. So yeah, it would be Nicole, mother F and as F.
I love that. So that's only so no real baby talk. So that's kind of like your like that's your I guess, well, we're saying not really nickname for each other. What about like inside jokes? Do you have any like inside jokes?
We have okay, here's the thing. The thing about inside jokes is they're always so hysterical to you, but they may not
Uh-huh.
necessarily be funny to other people. So I apologize in my delivery of this if you guys are like, it's not funny. Because like one of those things like you had to be there. But
Inside jokes are never funny, which is why I asked because I can't wait to see this. Go ahead.
so okay, I there's been very few like I love jokes, but there's been very few that I can never get past. Like I can never get past the fruit flies with the banana. I'll never get past it. I love it. So that's like in my pocket. So there's only like 3 of them in my pocket. Now this one's added. And what it is when Brian had come out here, we went to Starbucks and we're in the little drive-through, and I guess I don't know if they can see you in drive-throughs, but I know my
Mhm.
voice is often what gets me more recognized than my looks, and I think a lot of it has to do with I feel like my face changed a lot, my hair grew out, my hair's a different color, my glasses are different, but regardless. Um, and I pulled up to the window, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, are you Nicole from Big Brother?" And I was like, I was like, yes, I am. And they're like, oh, we love you. That's so awesome. Your vanilla bean frappuccino will be out in 1 second. And I was like, okay, sounds good. Like, I love those. Those are my favorite. So, all excited. And me being
Mhm.
the smart ass, and you guys know I'm not like this, but I like to rib every now and again and be a smart ass. Me being a smart ass, I turned to Brian and I said, wow, you're in the car with a celebrity. Because I think I'm freaking hysterical. But anyway, so Brian being very quick on his feet and always having a comeback for every freaking thing I say. Like I'm used to being the one in my family with the comebacks. I'm used to being the one that
Mhm.
shuts people down, and I think that's one.
Uh-oh. She used to be and then she left. And then she's back. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
I'm here.
Yeah, what was that?
Nothing. Anyway,
You're used to being the smartass.
yes, my sister's getting back at me. No, I'm used to being the smartest. I'm used to being the one that like one ups people in my family. Like I'm used to being that person. But I think that's why I adore Brian so much because he challenges me because he always one ups me, and I'm always like, I have nothing. Like that's it. He stumps me. But anyway, so in my saying that, he responded with, well, I'm famous too. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, I think it's so funny. He's like, yeah, I was on a show called Big Sister. I was on season 21. And I was like, oh, where are you now? He's like, yep, I love all my castmates. I'm really close with a lot of them. And I was like, okay, name some of your castmates. So he was like, there's Movi, there's Molly, there's Geechee, like, and I'm dying. And then he
Mhm.
goes, and my favorite, he goes, my main person was my friend Blip Log. And
Blip blog?
Blip Log. And I just can't get past it. And I think it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like when I tell you, like if I'm gonna be able to just say Blip to me, like I can't get past it. So that has become such a running joke. And you know how like when you're on a show, there's like showman's names?
Mhm.
Like we've made the joke that like Bliff is like our joint thing. Like we've done it. Like we've made an Instagram account that we're hoping our plan, and hopefully Cliff's not watching this. Our plan is to get Cliff to follow it. Like that's our one goal as a couple is to get Cliff to follow Bliff Log. So if you're on Instagram and you see a Bliff Log, that's me and Brian.
Okay, I'm so confused. So your couple name is Cliff's name?
It's Bliff.
But that's not either of you.
I know, but it's not like our name. It's just like our joint, like being, our joint account. Like if we were to morph into one person, it would be Bliff.
Okay, so it's what is it?
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Listen, it's an inside joke, and if you're not getting it, I'm so sorry. But Bliff, Bliff Lock, come on.
I mean, it seems like some of the people in the chat get it.
It was just funny because he said I was actually on a show called Big Sister, and he was naming
No, I get it.
names that were similar to my castmates. And he was like, "Oh, I was in the final two with Molly." Like I was just dying. It was just so funny. And something about the name Blip Log, you guys know how much I love Cliff. So it killed me. And yeah. So if you see I'm telling you, if you see a Blip Log around on social media, you know who it is.
Okay, I love it. I
Thank
love
you.
it. Olive Oil gets it. She says, I get it. It's just not that funny.
I think it's so fucking funny.
I
Is that
have to
bad?
say you handled it a lot better than I thought that it would. Normally I like just asking people to tell inside jokes because then I like watching people tell stories that they think are funny that aren't funny, but I think that you conveyed the funniness of that well.
Thank you.
I
Because
thought it was enjoyable.
it's very funny, it's very enjoyable, and it's
What
inside
was
jokes
Nick's
that
nickname?
dick.
Wow, Maximus' mom got it right. She was like, I bet Nick's was Dick.
Yep.
I mean, you can't blame him. It's what the name matches.
Come on.
Rhymes with.
It's a given. It's a given.
I meant rhymes with, not matches.
It's a given.
What would mine be
You weren't on the cast.
if I was?
Probably Derek.
Okay, thank you. I will take that as a compliment.
Brian, do you have a best friend that you do shows with whose name is Derek?
Imagine.
I can't. I'm sorry. There's certain things I can't get past. I'm telling you guys, like the freaking banana joke, and I can't get past the bliff joke. Uh,
Well, Little Big Red thinks you're adorable. Crosstrack says I think that's hysterical.
thanks, guys.
JP says fellow Wang.
Oh, for Bella?
Oh, I thought he was saying like fella Wang, like
No,
fella, like you're a guy, and Wang. I get it now. Forget it.
no. I guess okay. So Bella would be fella.
Okay, I love this.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
look,
and I'm not kidding. Like it literally exists. Like you can look it up on Instagram right now. Like I'm not like we think we're freaking hysterical. Is that bad?
do you make posts from it?
We're going to.
Oh my God. But you said it on
It'll
this
probably
show. There's no way people are not going to tell Cliff.
no, I don't want no. The goal is to get Cliff to follow Bliff without knowing. So like we wanted to post pictures of us together, like that'll be like our couples account, like all our pictures together go on there. But then like is that
Can you
weird?
tell me
And
how,
like
can you tell me how you spell it?
BLIFF log. LO.
LOG. One word?
I'd have to look at it.
Well, how is that helpful?
I'm following it. Strong Island Nicole's following Bliff.
All right, well, I put
Do
it
you
in
think
chat
Cliff's
because
gonna be mad?
everyone was asking how you spell it, so I was typing it in chat for you. But I don't know, everyone. I don't know if there's a name. Mr. Lefty can put it in chat if he knows that. Um,
Yes,
oh,
Bliff Hog. There it is with two G's because Hog is two G's. So it's all love. Like you know how much we adore. Like
you weren't even remotely correct. Do you realize that in what you told me? You said it was bliff and then the word log.
Eric. Here's the thing. I'm a compulsive liar. We all know this. He's from Big Sister 21. See, Chicky's getting it. It's so funny. I think we should make a whole fucking, oh, excuse me, a whole, who cares? I already cursed, but a whole like cast. A fake cast. We should make a fake cast photo. I just think it's so funny.
You should. That is funny. I
Like,
do. That is pretty funny.
whew.
Now you know what's not funny, Nicole.
What?
What's not funny is when I am in a shower, totally naked,
That ain't funny.
Halfway through washing my dog.
I thought you were gonna say hair. I don't know where that was going, but go ahead.
I'm gonna wash everything in the shower, but
I would be like,
uh,
hair.
dog.
Halfway. I thought you were saying hair though, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, gotcha. And then my phone goes off, and it's you saying, "Hi, we're 5 minutes from your house. Be there in a minute. Okay, bye."
No, no, I was nice. I said we're 20 minutes from your house.
I don't think so. I feel like
Mm,
it was more like 10 minutes.
okay, we'll split the difference. 15.
And because I said to you, oh, maybe you did. And what I think, because what I said to you was like, I literally just started washing Charlie. Like he's literally
Yeah.
soaked. So it's not like I can undo the process.
And I
And I
said,
was,
don't worry, you got 20 minutes to finish.
maybe that's what it was. Yeah, Zizi, 20 minutes. And by the way, that's not so just so that you all understand, it's not like you have 20 minutes, I'll be showing up to your house and you have 20 minutes to get ready. It's you're in the shower in the middle of washing your dog, which is going to probably take you 15, 20 minutes,
Yes.
and then we'll be there.
Yep. And it's a we, because it wasn't just me.
It was not just you.
Surprise!
It was you. It was Lefty. It was your sisters. It was Rachel. It was Bibi Bonbon. And that's it.
Yep.
And a lot of things went down last night.
A lot of
Lots of
things.
lies were told.
Why were lies told?
Some things got exposed, maybe intentionally, maybe not intentionally. And I think friendships were ultimately questioned, whether
Oh,
you
and
realize
JP.
that
Did you see
happened.
JP?
Oh, no, darn,
No.
JP.
And JP, the birthday boy.
Yeah, so you all, what did you all do? You went out for JP's birthday because
I hope I
JP and Lefty are friends
yes,
in real
hopefully I
life,
can say
so
that.
it's
I can reveal that, right?
oh well, I just did. Sorry, no, that was a secret. Obviously, he's at the birthday party. So so they're meeting for the birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So then you met them. You crashed JP's birthday, or did you get an invite?
I'm with Brian, so I actually got an invite.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like the degrees of knowing. Like JP's friends with Brian, Brian's with me.
Okay. Now, where did you go to? What kind of birthday dinner did you have?
This is gonna be a long rant.
No, no. I don't know that we have to get into the details because here's the thing: we're kind of out of time.
Mhm.
But I thought we could leave them on a cliffhanger,
Yes, and wait,
and then we
I
can get
see.
into all of it on the next show. But go ahead.
I see Chad asking, and yes, Eric was invited, but he was busy.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, you were invited. You were invited late.
No, I was invited. I was invited. I just, how do I put it? JP's from New Jersey, and here's the
No,
thing. I don't like to eat with people from New Jersey. They don't use silverware. There's always a lot of mouth noises involved. There's a lot of no, no. No, you guys did dinner and you did an escape room.
Yes, we did dinner at a Italian at an Italian restaurant. That's all the words I just morphed right there. And then we did an escape room, which I'll get into because I'm very, very proud of us. We did very well. Um,
And then
and then we
you are
ventured to your house.
over to my house.
Yes,
Now,
but you were
now.
invited, so I don't want chat thinking that like I didn't invite you because that's like bullshit.
You saw
Stop.
Nicole's photo.
Yes,
That was a lovely photo of everyone together having a great time at an escape room.
that was after we finished.
Right.
Yeah,
Was I invited to the dinner? Was I not invited to the dinner? I feel like it's a gray area. And maybe we argue about it on the next show.
okay, okay.
No, I don't want to leave people thinking that. I was trying to think of a good cliffhanger to end
I know
on.
you were.
I don't know that I have another good one. No.
I'm sure.
Um, JP seriously, JP, it's his birthday, and he has a very, refined palate, and, you know, maybe maybe I'm not so much with, I couldn't afford it. I was trying to think of a nice way to say I didn't want it. I'm not someone who can go to someone's birthday dinner and not be like, let me pay for your dinner, let me pay for this, It's someone's birthday. You don't go to somebody's birthday dinner and not pay for their dinner and not. And I very much appreciated the invite and I would have liked to have done it. But it's like times are rough around here. So, and of course, people offered, and I was
Thank
like,
you.
no, I do not. I know.
For those
And
listening to
we
the
had more
audio
fun
version, I'm
anyway.
making rotzes, I'm eye rolling right now because you were offered, but we won't get into that.
I
Happy
was
time,
offered.
fun
I was
times.
offered. Now, I can say that's why I didn't do dinner. Now, you wouldn't have got me to do an escape room, period, end of
Yes,
story. Now, yes, you wouldn't have gotten to, sure, because I wouldn't have had money for that either. But let's say I did, you wouldn't have got me in an escape room.
I know. You
That's
told me that
literally my nightmare.
you refused to be locked in a room. And what I will say as part of the cliffhanger is, um, you guys won't believe how many orders of mozzarella sticks occurred. You will not believe
How
maybe
many
there
lies were told about those mozzarella sticks?
you will not believe
How
uh
disgusting Nicole is when eating reheated mozzarella sticks.
you will not believe how really you're not going to interrupt me that time. It's not just the room of the escape room that was locked up. There was more to it, a lot of like shackles and chains and keys. So Eric, you would have been very upset. um but no, it was a really, really fun time. We have a lot of fun, amazing stories with fun, amazing people. It was a good old time, and it's nice to, I don't know, to be out and about with amazing people, celebrating an amazing human being's birthday and getting to visit our bestie boo. I got to visit my bestie boo with my, what'd you say, Snuggaboo?
I don't know. I mean, this really was the topic and the story that I wanted to get into for this show, but then we realized we didn't talk about any of the other stuff, so we knew we had to do it later. We knew we had to do that first.
Mhm.
But I'm really excited to get into all of this now on the next show. I don't
Okay.
even have a cliffhanger. I just have to say uh I'm just excited to talk about this part on the next show.
And listen, so many people are saying in chat, so I have to say it. It's not a cliffhanger, it's a bliffhanger.
Right. I mean, technically it was JP's joke that you stole.
I still haven't even.
Much like you stole the stuff from that restaurant, but we'll get there. You realize just because you're in a tent in a parking lot doesn't mean it's a thrift store.
I did not steal anything.
Okay.
Just because I steal from hotels doesn't mean I steal from restaurants. I don't steal from hotels. Those little bottles are for free, and everybody knows you take a towel. I'm sorry. Everybody knows it.
You don't take towels from hotels, nor do you take chairs and tablecloths from restaurants.
I did not. I did not. And also, quick note before we end, the picture that you had posted to Twitter,
Yeah.
promoting this show. What am I doing? Why do I look like I'm looking down Bonnie's shirt? What is
Yeah,
happening?
because you're a dirty little whore.
I don't understand. I don't know when that
You
picture
have
was
an
taken.
insatiable appetite for lust.
Like, I don't know if I was like adjusting my arm. I don't know what I was doing, but I'm like right up there. And I apologize. I apologize publicly to Bonnie if I invaded your space. 'Cause I don't know what that was.
Well, this is news to Bonnie in chat, so she's finding out for the first time.
No.
Yes, Bonnie, apparently Nicole has her face shoved in your boobs in the photo, so, you
I
know.
don't know why. I don't remember that happening. I'm sure Bonnie doesn't remember. Like what? It must have been an odd moment where I turned when you took the photo. Like I must have been like adjusting my arm so we could all fit in the picture. I don't know what. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset. Like, I am so bad at being a social media photo person because, I just think, ooh, I'm taking a bunch of photos. They're great. Like, one of those has to be good. And then I never really look at them. Like, whereas, like normal people, like, take the photo and then they examine it for 10 minutes. I don't ever do that. Like, had I probably would have noticed the people in the back aren't really that focused, and ooh, that light is in the way of a bunch of people, and so I apologize that I was in charge of taking a photo and didn't do a great job.
I mean, we have a really nice one from the escape room, and Megan took a very, very nice one at the restaurant, but you're not in them.
No, great. That's where I like to be, in a hug-free bubble,
We weren't hugging.
away from hugs.
Is that your nickname for me? You have hubs and then you have hugs?
I don't think we should talk about my nickname for you. We want to end on a positive note and
What
have
is
you
it?
come back next show so that we can really get into what happened at my house.
You say that like it's something sketchy, and that makes me really upset.
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. I may have heard that stuff went missing at the restaurant. And I don't know. I mean, you brought gifts over for me, and yet you left, and then the gifts were also gone. So we'll talk about it.
That's bullshit.
And I couldn't help but notice a new hat that you've been wearing in a photo that I'm 99% sure was mine. Oh, yeah. Weird. So we'll talk about all that and more
I love
on the
it.
next show.
I love it so much.
You gonna say what I said when when you took the hat and then I said something about it?
You said it says YR, then HFC, because without YR, there'd be no HFC.
And then I said boom.
Yeah, he did. He did a boom chakalaka.
I
We also
technically
took a
said
picture.
you want to know why a YRR is above HFC because YRR made HFC and without it it wouldn't exist. Boom.
Because the HFC won't let me be me. And it's I'm sorry, this is my last thing. We'll just keep on talking. But you know what's amazing with life?
What?
Like you have like your childhood friends, you have your workplace friends, you have your Big Brother reality show friends, and now we have like HFC friends. Like life is good. I love you all so
Life
much. I love you all so much.
is
And with the whole like
good.
patron thing, I love you guys all so much. I just
Oh, that's so great. That's so wonderful. I was thinking about addressing something, but I decided against it. Love, love, love all of you. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe wherever you all are watching. Don't forget to share the show, because sharing is caring. And don't forget to check out our website, hellofriendspod.com, for all of our socials. Nicole,
Yeah.
Who is so I mean, I said we're gonna really get into this on the next Hello Friends episode, but to be fair, and I apologize everyone, that's not until Tuesday because tomorrow
Yes.
we are live with
Tomorrow, after the episode of Big Brother Canada, we are live with Anthony from Big Brother Canada. Super excited to chat with him about BB Can, all things life. And then Tuesday, we'll be live at 6 p.m. Eastern, myself and Eric. The continuation of this with the outing on JP's birthday and everything that happened at the restaurant and the escape room and Eric's house. And then um, later in the week, I guess I shouldn't say yet until things are solidified.
I mean, we have supposed to have Maddie on Thursday, but
Yes.
that was before we noticed yesterday that Big Brother Canada changed their times. So,
Yeah.
I mean, technically she said yes, but we don't know that she knows about the new time that Big Brother Canada is on Wednesday. So there's that.
Thursday.
Thursday, sorry.
Yes. And then on Friday, again, the person has said yes. I just want to solidify the time, make sure we're Eastern time zone, all that stuff is good. And that is Reagan from Big Brother will be joining us, and from Twitch.
Ooh.
He plays really
Mm.
creepy games.
He plays fun games too. He plays a bunch of different games, but
And scary.
usually, yes, late at night he plays like a scary game. But Reagan from BB12, my favorite season.
You know what my favorite was?
What?
Big Sister 21. Blip Log.
Love it. We will see all of you guys on the next show.
Deuces. No. Love you guys.
Bye for now, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
friends.